Once upon a time, only designers, software engineers, and the rest needed to show proof of work or needed to have a portfolio. For 2025, you and I, as marketing professionals, need to have a portfolio. Yes, we need to start showing our work along with our CVs. There's so many opportunities today, and you know what? The competition is stiff like never before. So it's not enough to just show CV. Now we need to show that we've done this before and we can do it. So we need to have a portfolio. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be creating a portfolio for myself and I'll be taking you along with me. Yes, just like you, I did not have a portfolio. Mm, crucify me. Or should I say, we listen, we don't judge. Thank you. But I am here to make amends. And I believe that if you're watching this video, you also have intentions to do better in 2025. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. So let's get straight into it. But if you see my face for the very first time, my name is Jessica Fortunes. I'm your marketing bestie. Here on my channel, I talk about everything marketing from case studies to tips and tricks, everything. So you're welcome. Feel at home. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and become part of this beautiful, beautiful community here on YouTube. Okay? And to my returning subscribers, I love you forever and ever. All right, so let's go straight into this portfolio. How am I going to create a portfolio for myself? The very first thing I have done is to research. Yes, you heard right, research. I had to look at other people, what they've done, what people bring forward as their portfolio, so as to have an idea of what I needed to do to have mine, right? So once I had done that, looking at different people from designers to marketing professionals, like everybody who has a portfolio, I basically just looked through what they have and I use that as a framework to work with. And from looking at other people's work and from researching, I realized that I needed 6 slides or at least 6 pages for my portfolio. And the very first one was an about me page, so a page talking about who I am, what I've done, or yeah, who I am basically. I also needed another page to talk about my skills. What skills do I have? What tools have I used? What qualifications do I have? So that's page 2. Then I also realized that I needed to show samples of work that I have done. So links to videos, links to pages, links to any work, article, podcast, whatever it is that I've worked on, needed links, videos, pictures, evidence basically. So basically to show sample of work. And then also I needed testimonials. What were people saying about me, about my work? And this from my from my employers, from my colleagues, from also people I've helped on the side. So I needed that. And lastly, I also needed contact information because obviously, if people wanted to reach out to me after looking at my portfolio, there needed to be a way for them to get to me. And so these 5 slides were definitely things I needed to work on. The next thing I did was gather information. Thankfully, I've had the opportunity to work in marketing for the last 4 or 5 years. So I have a couple of places that I've worked at. And even in the past, despite not having a portfolio, I've tried to keep track of things that I've worked on. So this was pretty easy. And then even the ones that I didn't have, because I work on social media, some of the things that I've done are still online. So I went online to jiggle them up and bring them all together. So you need to do that. If you already have not started keeping proof of your work, having a sheet or a drive where you put what you've worked on and all of that, this is your sign to do that going forward. Because whenever you need to create a portfolio or whenever somebody asks you, okay, I'd like to see your work, you need to have somewhere where you can draw up things that you've done in the past as evidence. Okay? And then also, this leads me to the next point about testimonials. For testimonials, I also have screenshots of people who have said, oh, Jessica, well done. I love this thing that you've done. I keep them all together because I don't want to hear any story. So now for my portfolio, these things are going to come in handy. So I know that if you follow Rennie on Twitter, she has talked about having a brag sheet. So yes, this is your sign to have a brag sheet. So when somebody says, oh, you've done so well, when you see evidence of your work that has led to a change or an increased movement, remind yourself basically, just go and bring it and keep it somewhere because it will be useful. For me, I have some of these things and so I gathered them together. For my about page, I'm going to use ChatGPT to create an about me page for myself. Something that's important for me to mention at this point is as marketers, there's so many areas of marketing. It could be your strength is in PR, public relation, your strength is in advertising, your strength is in creating a story, creating a brand, creating perception, whatever it is, or even ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, digital media, digital marketing, whatever your strength is. I think that's important to make sure that that is what you're talking about on your about page. For me, my strength really lies in storytelling, creating content, helping brands to basically meet the needs of their customers using story in such a way that makes the customers feel like, oh, I need to get this brand. So my area of expertise is actually creating content, brand storytelling. And so that's what I'm going to be putting forward on my portfolio. Now that I have all my information, the next step for me is to open up Canva. Yes, there's so many platforms for you to create a portfolio, but because I already have Canva and I already have a paid version, I'm just going to go ahead and use Canva to create my portfolio. You can do your research online to find other tools in case you don't have access to Canva, but there's a free version of Canva, so I'm sure that you can definitely jump on Canva to get started as well, even using the free version. Okay, so I open Canva. I'm now going to search on Canva for any template that I like that gives me or allows me to do the things that I want to do. Bearing in mind that with Canva, I can always make adjustments, I can move things around, make edits here and there to make it even better for myself. Now that I'm on Canva, the next thing is to transfer all the information that I have and I've gathered onto my Canva sheet. Of course, making sure that it looks nice, presentable, beautiful, and it aligns and tells the story just right. So once I've done this is usually the hardest part. So I'm going to take my time to put it all together. And once I've done this, the next step is to share my portfolio. Everywhere that I have a link, I'm going to put it there just so that people can actually see and know more about me and the work that I've done. So it's not like I'm just talking, there's evidence to show what I'm talking about. And so this to remind you that when you work on your portfolio, make sure to put it out, talk about your work so that more people can know and see the work. So with all of these things done, my portfolio is ready and I am happy. And I would say that it wasn't so hard, or should I say the hard part is usually getting all your information together. But like I said before, if you start putting them in a drive, even before you want to create your portfolio, it makes it all easier. And also you can just sit down and spend some time gathering your information piece by piece, or reach out to people that you know already to ask for testimonials in case that's the problem. And create your own portfolio. So all things being equal, it should take you less than a week to put everything together. So make sure that after watching this, you go ahead and create your portfolio because like I said, 2025, we're going for the bag and the bag needs us to show that we have done the work or we can do the work. Okay. All right. That's it. My name is Jessica Fortunes. Until next time. Bye.